Yo, if you guys have not already, I know for a fact you guys have had to seen my two Mine No Me videos that I did on all the devil fruits. And now, here we are in the completely brand new update, and we are talking about none other than even more devil fruits being added into the mod. Now, in this video, I'm going to showcase you guys all these brand new devil fruits that have been added. There's a lot of really cool ones like the Hana no Mi, which is Robin's fruit. There's the Bara Bara no Mi, which is Buggy's fruit, and many other ones. So hopefully you guys really look forward to that. I'm looking a lot forward to checking them all out and showing them to you guys. Some of them are going to be a showcase. Before we go ahead and hop into the showcase, I also want to specify that I am going to be explaining I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 of the fruits that are super heavily kind of involved, because some of them need to be explained a little bit for you guys to get how they actually work, and the other ones we're just going to do a little bit of a showcase slash montage for, so you guys won't have to hear me talking throughout the entire video. But before we go ahead and hop on into that, hey, do you guys like Minecraft PvP? Now, how about you like One Piece PvP? Now combine the two. And then you also hop into an amazing server that has a bunch of different options for how you could play, and counting really cool locations for the One Piece world, survival aspects as well, amazing events, as well as an amazing Discord server. Now, I know you guys like that, so you guys want to go ahead here and check out One Piece FSC. Now, in the middle of the video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can get on the server, how you guys get everything with it. But I just want you guys to go ahead and know that this is an amazing Minecraft server that is mostly PvP based. But if you guys, hey, want to play in a multiplayer server, want to play with these mods, you want to play with these devil fruits, have a lot of fun, go on ahead and hop onto One Piece FFC. There is a link down into the description below that is going to have not only a link to the Discord server, it's going to have a link to the Technic mod pack, so you guys don't even have to manually install all the mods to be able to get on the server. You can just install the mod pack, hop on the server. So there's going to be the IP for the server down there as well. So you have the IP, you have the Discord, you have also the amazing mod pack. So yet again, go check out all 3 of those links if you guys want to hop into some multiplayer Minecraft One Piece server action. Go ahead, hop on into One Piece FFC. Now, without further ado, guys, let's go on ahead and hop right on into the completely brand new devil fruits. Alrighty guys, so here we are going to be starting off with the JIKU JIKU no Mi. Now, if you guys don't know whose devil fruit this is obviously the magnet fruit, otherwise like kind of like magnetism fruit. It is kids fruit. Now, here's what the abilities are. Attract. So it attracts all magnetic objects on the ground and puts them in your inventory. That's from 40 blocks away. You have Repel, which does the opposite, but it's from 5 blocks away. So essentially just repels all blocks away from you. It has a 5-block range, so that's pretty, alright. You have Punk Gibson, which uses 100 magnetic items from your user's inventory to create a large arm that shoots out 6 spears at enemies, which uses magnetic type of items. We'll get to that later. Punk Corneo, which essentially it makes a bowl out of 200 magnet items from your inventory. It has a little bit of a startup, but it'll knock people away from you. And then you have Damn Punk, which transforms the user's arm into a railgun that shoots projectiles at every swing for 32 magnet objects in your inventory, which deals a massive amount of damage. So this is a really heavily like inventory based and item based fruit. So this fruit essentially works off of magnetic items, which also it does not work off magnetic blocks. So I want to go ahead and show you guys that yes, iron blocks, when you place them, it will not do anything to them. The abilities won't do anything to them, but if you have them in your inventory, it will work. So essentially this devil fruit works by essentially like this. You'll throw out a bunch of magnetic items, and then obviously those mega items you can just pull back to you. That is the first ability, Attract. So this works with damn near all ores, armor, weapons, things like that. Anything that has any sort of metal in it, these abilities will work. So obviously this is how Repel works, just like how Attract works. It's just the opposite. It just pushes magnetic items away from you. Why you'd want to use this, not exactly sure, but it's cool to say the least. It is cool to say the least. Here's another demonstration of me using it. It is the second ability that you can. So yeah, just Repel. It just pushes the magnetic items back. So anything you throw on the ground from your inventory will be pushed back. Now, next up, we're going to be using Punk Gibson. Now, remember, you have to have a lot of iron and things like that. So the magnetic items that you have in your inventory is going to be ores and different things like that. So you want a lot of them to be able to successfully use this fruit. But this is what Punk Gibson looks like. It is a huge, gigantic metal arm that when you punch people with, it obviously does more damage than your normal punch. Which is cool. Now, it is a little bit hard to see with this devil fruit. I definitely think that needs to be updated. As you can see, it's really kind of easy to see how much damage it does, but in third person, it is a little bit of a hazard. I am not going to lie. So, yeah, that's Punk Gibson. It really has a long cooldown as well. You guys aren't going to really have to worry about using it that often. But yeah, it is a little bit hard to see in first person, so I do hope they change that in the future. But yeah. So also you're going to need to be able to use the 6th ability, which I'm using right here, and this turns your arm into a rail gun. So yes, if you guys like projectiles, rail guns, now that's a huge beam. It's a really cool looking gun, and if you shoot stuff at the ground, it will actually spawn some of the magnetic items took from your inventory on the ground from the shot. So you can only use that ability when you have Punk Gibson active, and yet again, Punk Gibson has a really long refresh time, so you will be able to use this ability at least a couple of times as long as you have a lot of magnetic items within your inventory. So you kind of always want to be stacked on magnetic items in your inventory. So yeah, just make sure you're always doing that. So yeah, this is the third ability after you actually lose it. So this is Punk Gibson when essentially you lose it. After you lose it, a bunch of the magnetic abilities will splatter on the ground. You'll be able to get them back. I don't believe it's all of them. It is just some of them. But yeah, you're not exactly going to waste all of the resource that you use for the move. Now, this is the 4th move. The 4th move is the arrows move. Now, this essentially just launches out 6 arrows. They obviously take magnetic items from your inventory to shoot out, and if they hit the ground, they will respawn these magnetic items so that you can reclaim them. Now, if you do shoot them off into the infinite space, kind of like this, you will not get your magnetic items back, so if you really want to keep those ores in your inventory, you always want to be stocked, you always want to keep going. I highly suggest shooting at the ground, because otherwise you're going to be kind of losing stuff. Now, moving on to the next ability, this is the Bison ability. Now, essentially, you spawn a metallic bison, and he kind of just goes forward in one direction. Now, he does defy the laws of gravity. How he does that, I don't know. But it does last a while. It pushes enemies back on hit, and as you guys saw right there, after he's done exploding, he does drop the magnetic items on the ground. So yet again, another move where you can reclaim your magnetic items, so you're not exactly just wasting resources and things that you get from mining and things while using the fruit. You will get them back, but you do need to be careful about how you use them, because they are kind of like really big, okay? I'm just going to show you guys one more time, just quick. It does have a little bit of a startup before he goes, but yes, he does go. He hits like a freaking truck. He just killed a captain, and yet again, you do have to be careful about also where you land, because again, this thing doesn't have fall damage or anything like that. You'll just get your magnetic items back, and yeah, that'll be the end of it. But yeah, no, that is the JIKU JIKU no Mi. Really cool fruit. Really cool fruit. Moving on, we have the Hana no Mi. Now, the Hana no Mi is essentially Robin's fruit, and here are the moves for it. It has a lot, by the way. It has a lot. So, Doors Floor Clutch, it sprouts 2 hands out, it covers the opponent, and essentially breaks their back, or bones. Sierra Floor, which is a slapping move, which essentially launches enemies away from you. You have CS Floor Twist, which twists enemies and gives them slowness, which is cool. Viente Floor, which does, the Caliente thing. It sprouts arms from that, and you can essentially make a shield, which you can literally block attacks from the front. Really cool. Then you have Cien Floor Wing, where essentially it gives you feather falling. You have Cien Floor Stomp, which has a 10 block range, which stomps the ground with huge feet. And then you have Mill Floor, which essentially boosts all the 3 original moves that you have and gives them bigger effects, bigger versions. They can do more damage to more people. Super awesome fruit. Now, here's the first ability. You go ahead and just here have a grab, right? You grab, you kind of choke out the enemy. You can see right there with the 2 hands in the middle. Boom, I grabbed them. Hey, that's the first ability. Really cool, really sick. I do have to say, also, you do these animations whenever you use moves, so you do the Nico Robin, the double R, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, here's the second ability. You push enemies away, just like that. It is very similar to the first ability, it's just this one has knockback, which is really cool. So, yeah. Next up, you have the third move, which is going to be the twist. Now, the enemy doesn't physically twist, but hey, they do get slowness. Like I said before, they will get the slowness effect. You'll hit them with it, it will do damage. You can combo it with other abilities, just like I did right there, from 3 to 1. So you can do a lot of damage, really quickly, and essentially the enemy can't really avoid it, which is super dope. Now, this is the 4th ability, the shield. Now, I use my arms, I can sprout out more arms, and they start spinning, and they make a shield. Really sick animation. I love the fact that it uses your skin as well. It doesn't just use automatic arms, and essentially you'll block all damage from that from the start. So any damage that comes your way, you'll just be able to block it. It's a really good ability. I really have to say, it is a super good ability. I'm going to quickly change my game mode to survival to show you guys exactly how the ability works, and I am a pirate right now, so the Marines are going to attack me. As you guys can see right there, they're doing damage. Now that I pop the move, I can just sit here and chill. They can be hitting me, but they're not doing any damage. And as you can see, it lasts for 100 seconds as well, so great length. Just going to go quickly change my game mode before they kill me. Thank you. Okay. And then we are going to move over to the other 5th move. But yeah, like I said, damage reduction is crazy with that move, so definitely you're going to love it. Now, on the 5th move, you're essentially getting feather falling. This works from any height or anything else. You can't fly with this move, but you are going to be able to float or slowly come down. So I'm dropping, using the move right now. It will spawn a bunch of arms, creating wings, and you will slowly glide down to the ground. So super cool ability right there. Will be able to save you if you hop off of super haul things, and essentially not be able to take fall damage, which is great. Now moving on from that move, you are actually getting the stomp move, which you see on stomp, I believe, or something like that. You create these giant legs of your skin, which is another thing I love about this fruit. You'll create these giant legs, and it does these massive amounts of damage to enemies. Hit them. I'm gonna wait for it to come down. Boom. I'm gonna use it again. Boom, 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 boom. Stomps them up. Counting on how it hits them, it can launch them higher or lower, just like you saw right there, and it does a massive amount of damage. So really, really awesome. Now, if I use a final ability here, as you guys can see like Neko, I think is what it's called. My 3 first abilities will get buffed. So if I spawn a few more, you see that is my second ability. Now my second ability hits multiple people. It's not just hitting one. Same thing with the third ability, same thing with the first ability. You can essentially just grab as many people that are in the area whenever you have this ability active. And it's active for about, I believe, 300 seconds or so. So it's a crazy good ability to hit multiple people really hard, really fast. Especially with this like really cool combo heavy fruit. But yeah, no, that is going to be the Hana no Mi. And it is an amazing fruit. I had to say, definitely one of my favorite that are added. I had to say, super cool, super cool. Now, moving on, we are going to be checking out the Bara Bara no Mi. Now, this is Buggy's fruit, or known as the Chop Chop fruit. Now, this one's crazy. Okay, so you have a bunch of different abilities here. First off, we have the Bara Bara Ho, which launches the user's fist towards the enemy. If the user's holding a weapon, it does more damage. You have Bara Bara Festival, which essentially splits your body into several small parts. It will either continuously hurt and slow an enemy, or it will become a shield for you, which is super dope, because you can switch between the 2 modes at your will, right? Then you have the Kuchi Kiramoi Dai Circus. Essentially, you will launch 2 arms. You'll be able to lift up enemies, move them around however you feel, whether it's players, people, players, NPCs, all of them. You'll be able to move them however you feel. They can't really do much against it. Next up, you have the Bara Bara Car, which just turns your body into a car. You guys will see how that is. It's really funny. And then you have the Bara Bara Split, which allows you to split your upper half of your body from your lower half. And so you can walk around with that. So it's a super, super, super cool ability. Now, for the kind of first ability, that's it. That's the punch, right? It only does a small amount of damage, but if you hold a weapon while using it, it will actually do more damage. So you always kind of want to be holding a weapon whenever you use this ability. It's a really fast ability, but yeah, it's great, and it does more damage if you are holding a weapon. It also does not have really a range drop off from what I've found out, so you can kind of just use it as an amazing projectile, and yeah, you don't really have to worry about it too much. Now, for the second ability, I'm going to go here, spawn in more Marines. If I use it, I get the shield form. This is the shield form. Now, all my body parts will be swirling around me, and I now have an effective shield. Nothing can hit me, and if I run into enemies, obviously I will do a small bit of damage, as you saw there, as well as some knockback, which is super cool. So, if I go ahead here and try pressing shift after I get the ability back, now, the cooldown for this ability is pretty big. I do have to say, you do have to watch out for the cooldown. The cooldown is pretty long, so you do have to be careful with that. But once you use it, yet again, this is the shield mode, just so you guys can see. You will be completely protected. You'll also be able to run into enemies, dealing damage as well as knockback. So, yeah, that's the shield form. But it does have a 300-second cooldown, so you do have to be wary of that when you're going to use it. But simply to change it to attack mode, which I'm going to be showing off here just in one little second as soon as the move comes back to me. There we go. All you have to do is hit shift and hit the ability, and it will say it's in attack mode, which is great. And if I use the ability here, it will surround that enemy, it will hit them, and it will also give them slowness. So it does slight bit of damage over time, will give them slowness, will still have a really cool effect, but will surround the enemy now in attack mode. So yeah, the fact you can switch between the 2 modes is super, super dope. And yeah, I just had to say, is an amazing ability. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just showcase it one more time, since I just got it back. Boom, 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 boom. It's hitting him with slowness. It's hitting him with damage over time. Pretty cool, right? He can't really avoid it. He can't really do anything against it either. Now, if I move on to the third ability, which is going to be the circus ability, you will just be able to launch your both arms, and you'll now have free movement of this person. I literally could just lift him up, move him however I feel like it, and yeah, eventually when the cooldown wears off, obviously I will drop him. He will be free to move or do whatever he wants. But yeah, you can use that as some cheeky kills on certain things, or if you like lift them up high and throw them off a cliff or something like that, you can just kind of move people with it. Now here's the car ability. This one's a really long ability. And essentially, yeah, you just kind of split your body in half and you pull out wheels that you can now move with, and you have a little bit of movement speed buff, I guess. It's cool. Not the best, but cool. I guess there is better movement options. I'm gonna be honest with you, but hey, it's a funny ability. It looks cool. And yet again, you can move forward, you can move backward, you can move side to side with it. So it's kind of just like free movement. You don't really have to worry about anything. It's kind of just free transportation. You're not using hunger bar either. So I mean, I guess if you want to use it instead of running, it's a pretty good ability. I'd say it's pretty solid, pretty all right. You know, not too bad, not too great, just okay. I guess. And then anyway, you're going to have your final ability, which is the body split ability. Now, the body split ability is an interesting ability. I do have to say that. And here's the circus one again. I actually hit the key, so I might as well just show it to you guys. But boom, drops him. Yeah, pretty cool ability, right? That's really it. But anyway, for the body split ability, you just press this and boom, your body is now split in half. Your legs will slowly follow you, and weirdly enough, the Marines will still try to attack your lower half. So I think it's actually registered as an NPC. They won't be able to hit you or anything, but they will still try to attack you, surprisingly. And yeah, you essentially get free floating. And so yeah, no, if you kind of want flight, but you don't exactly have flight, and you still want your legs to kind of just be there, I mean, this is an amazing option. But it does have a range limiter, which I will show you guys now. And you can go pretty high with it, but yeah, once you start seeing red around here, you need to be careful, because if you go any higher than that, your legs will just snap back to your body. So yeah, if you see that red, just be careful, because they will just come back. And I'll show you guys here what it does. Boom. And yeah, that will happen if you go too high. So you do have a range limiter. You can't get too far away from your legs. You can't get too high away from your legs. If you do, you'll just snap back. You'll be right there where you were. And yeah, that is something you have to worry about. So yeah, I also want to go ahead here and show off a little quickly, if I just put my game into survival, that yet again, you know, I'm taking a little bit of damage here, you know, the pirates are hitting me or whatever. You're supposed to have a passive that lets you be immune to swords. Now, this is currently not active in the game. As you can see, there is a soldier who's hitting me with swords, and he's supposed to have a passive where you literally just can't be hit with swords, and these are basic swordsmen, so I know for a fact they're not using hockey. So I don't know if that's glitched out or if that's only a player thing, but that is something to be careful with, because with the fur you are supposed to have invincibility to swords. You currently do not. So yeah, do be careful with that when playing the Hana Bara Bara to me. Alrighty guys, so now that I've already kind of gone through a lot of the Devil Fruits video, I also want to go ahead and show you guys a little bit more about what I was talking about earlier with One Piece SFC. So in case you guys are interested in getting on One Piece SFC, it is a multiplayer, Mine No Me, modded One Piece server that obviously has One Piece elements, and it also has, obviously, you know, a unique map, PvP, and a really good community. So I'm gonna go ahead here and show you guys how to log onto the server in case you guys are new to this, what you guys need to do to get on the server. So yeah, if you want to get on the server, you want to see more, play around with these Devil Fruits a lot more in an actual server that is mostly PvP based, you guys will be able to access this server right here. So you guys can see it up here as I have it. It's One Piece SFC. So if you guys want to go ahead and just join this public server, all you have to do is you click add server, and then all you have to do is join the Discord, link down in the description below. There will be a IP that is in the mod section of the server. So once you guys get in the server, you guys will see a mod section in the Discord server. All you got to do is click on mods. It will have the IP for the server. After that, you just hit Control C on that, and then all you have to do is click Control V here. You will get this IP. This is the IP. You guys can also just type it in on your keyboard if you guys just want to see that as well. You hit done, and bam, you will have the server in your server list. So that's really all you have to do to be able to get on the server. All you have to do is just click that, click join. We'll quickly log in, which will just take a few seconds. Join the world, and bada bing bada boom, you will be here in Minecraft SFC. So yeah, if you guys want to get invested into the server, you guys want to go ahead and just go ahead, hop in, play some PvP, do some other stuff with Minecraft in this amazing mod, go on ahead and check this server out. So yet again, Minecraft One Piece SFC server is in the description, server IP, as well as the link to the Discord. You guys are going to get down there if you want to get involved in the community there. So yeah, if you guys want to hop on the server play, this is how you do it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and continue loving to see all these Devil Fruits that are going to be popping up later on in the video. Alrighty guys, so here I am in the One Piece SFC server, and let me quickly just, turn that down a lot for you guys so you guys don't get drowned out by that sound. And yeah, no, I am literally seconds away from the spawn island, as I showed you guys in the middle of the video on how essentially you get into it. And yeah, this is what you start out with. You start out with a couple of tools, couple of options, and yeah, I'm just gonna be exploring the world a little bit. Kind of taking my time, just seeing what everything's like, and kind of showing you guys the new player experience of the server. And remember guys, the server IP is in the description, so if you guys like any of the really cool stuff you guys see here, like this, all these really unique and super cool structures, and that's supposed to be like, what, like the red line or something? It's really cool. Yeah, no, if you guys like see any of these really cool unique structures, or you're like, oh, I'll think about the world, and you want to guys learn more, just remember guys, link in the description. You guys can go join both the Discord and the actual server. I'll have the server IP, as well as also having a link to the Technic mod pack that you guys can install. So in case you guys don't want to manually have to install all these mods to be able to get on the server, you guys will be able to obviously go down there. You'll be able to download that Technic mod pack. And yeah, you guys can see more awesome and amazing structures like this. That is the spawn island right there. And yeah, there's like pixel art like this, like Luffy and everything else. There's the modded animals. Obviously, that one's aggressive, so please run. No. I might die here. Well, actually, now that I'm here, I got plenty of stakes, plenty of other things that can add up. Ah, so lobby teleporter. So yeah, you could get to a whole bunch of random places from here. Also, I love the fact that it has this really cool little blue thing with the little small ships that's supposed to like kind of signal the fact of, hey, you could go to different places, you can have different things here within the mod. Now, I am going to go ahead here and grab my boat, and I'm going to try using these, actually, if I can. So, yeah. Hop on. Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can get inside one another way. Oh, there we go. There's a block right here. I don't know if I can make it. Oh, we made it. Big pro. Okay. So, I'm going to hop on here, and yeah, we're going to try using this lobby teleporter if I can figure out how to use it. Oh, here we go. TP directly to the red line, which is going to be the end of it, and you can get to the grand line. So, yeah, if you want to get to the grand line or the red line, you just click here, and bada bing, bada boom. You get sent here. It changes all your game modes. You can set up everything you want as well, and then you also have these unique buttons and maps and different things you guys can do. So yeah, that's really cool. It's all kind of miniaturized, which is cool as well. How you could do it, and how you can kind of just jump through these different places and different things in the mod and the server, and see these like really cool little structures. It's super dope, actually. So yeah, no, this is pretty dope. I'm also gonna go ahead here and also just turn chat off. You guys are gonna probably just see chat for a lot, so I'm gonna turn chat off so you guys could see perfectly here what exactly you're gonna be seeing, and these different types of structures and things that I'm just walking around the server and kind of just experiencing. So yeah, you also can get devil fruits as well as other things in the server, and you can do that. They have a lot of community events as well, where if you go through the server, you can experience some really unique and interesting events. So that's really cool as well. Also, here's the teleporter yet again. I didn't TP that far, actually. So yeah, no. I'm going to go here and try out going to the red line, because I believe this is different from where I was before. It is. So yeah, now we're here, which is super dope. There's also this, and yeah, that's really cool. Oh, is that a geyser? Oh, I want to check that out. That's actually really cool. That's like a geyser. Or it's like a... Dang, what is it called in 1P? Run. I'm probably dead here. No. I died, yep. Great. An amazing start, an amazing start, an amazing start. Alrighty guys, so yeah, yet again I died. So I did a little bit more exploring. I have some stuff. I'm here in Skypea, and it's a very interesting server. But I don't want to go ahead and spoil too much for you guys, so I am going to go ahead here and let you guys kind of figure all this stuff out on your own. Remember guys, this is the One Piece SFC server, so yet again we have a link down in the description for both the Discord and how to get the mod pack, so you guys don't have to worry about installing the mod yourself. There is a mod pack up on the Technic launcher. This is only available so far in the Java edition, so hey, if you guys want to go ahead, hop in, explore some small but really cool One Piece style islands, as well as also have some interesting PvP battles, including really cool community events and different things like that, going ahead and hop right on into the server. So yeah, yet again, the mod is in the description, as well as the Discord server. Definitely go join that if you want to become a huge part of this community and yeah, this server. So yeah, hope you guys had a lot of fun with this. I really had a lot of fun making this video, and yet again guys, just go check out One Piece SFC server. It's plenty of fun, and I'm sure just like that jump, you guys will have tons of fun with it. So yeah.